Hi everyone, Karen Frost here at Handmade Soap Decadence, and yet again I'm making another soap. I'm going to be making Japanese cherry blossom this time. So I've got my kaolin clay, my oatmeal and my soya powder and my coconut cream already in with my oils. So let's just add my lye and we can get going. I hope everybody is well and enjoying life. So let's get this strained off. My lye water is obviously distilled water and tussar silk, which is pure unadulterated wild silk that it's not processed. I know I say that every time, but it's what it is. Just trying to get as much of that out as possible. Just give this a little rub, get it through. It's a bit thick because obviously my lye water is quite concentrated, given that I've got my cream and buttermilk and yogurt to add, and that's part of my water allowance. So this always ends up just a little bit thick because of that. I'm just trying to get out as much of that as possible. I'm just going to give the jug a little scrape. Make sure I get as much of that lye water out as possible, seeing as it's so concentrated. Have a little bit of lye lint in there, that's why it's making it a little bit harder to get through. Not a problem. Oh, I can't believe we're so close to Christmas already. Time is just going so quickly. It really is. I don't know where it's going, but it's going way too fast for my liking. Right, let's give this a little mix. Stand up for a second and just grab my cloth. There we go. Oh, sit back down. Oh, right, let's get this mixed up. I'm going to be using a slab mould for this one, so I think that'll look pretty. And I'm going to pipe some patterns on top of it. That's good. Let's just get my cocoa butter and shea butter in there. A good scrape, make sure I get all of that lovely butter out. I don't want to waste any of that cocoa butter or the shea butter. I've got unrefined cocoa butter and refined shea butter, but my new batch of shea butter is also unrefined, so this batch is almost finished. So once that's done, then I'll be using the unrefined. I've changed so that I get more of the benefits, hopefully. It's a bit foamy from where I've blended it. That's the yogurt, buttermilk and double cream. Loads of that. I try and pack as much goodness in to the soap as possible. I like them to be moisturising. I've mentioned before, I don't get big foamy bubbles with mine. I get little dense bubbles because I super fat highly. I find that moisturising is more important than bubbles for me. Right, let's give that a quick mix. Make sure I get all of those butters dispersed nicely, and all of the cream and the yogurt dispersed nicely too. And the buttermilk, of course. Now, given that cherry blossom, Japanese cherry blossom is a floral, I'm going to be obviously doing my colours first, but I do that anyway mostly. And then I'll be adding the fragrance. So I'll just separate the batter off now. One, two, three. So I'm going to be doing. Oh, let me stand up for this. Otherwise I won't. Can see. There we go. So I want just a tiny amount to pipe some green leaves. I want a little bit of dark red, which I'll be swirling in the middle as well as piping. I want some white as well for swirling and piping too. Do a little bit more red, a little bit more white. There we go, that should do it. Okay, so let's get my white done first. Will be TD, titanium dioxide, which I've pre-mixed in some distilled water. Let's see how we go with that. Bubbles out. That's fine. Let's do my pink next. got some pink mica mixed with distilled water. I don't want this to be too dark, I want this to be quite pale. I might add some white to it as well. We'll see how it goes. Let's give that a mix and see what we get. I've got some white on the stick blender that I'm not going to scrape off, which will help with the pink. So, I'm going to do my red now. And I've got some, was it Bordeaux or Merlot? It's either Bordeaux or Merlot. And some activated charcoal for this. Hopefully I've got enough here, if not I'll just have to put some of the dry powder in. Scrape this off. I don't want the pink in it. I need it to stay dark red. Let's give this a mix. Look at that gorgeous dark red. Perfect. Give this a scrape off, and then I can do my green, and we can get pouring. And then I'll have to wait till it thickens up so that I can do my piping. Right, now we'll do my little bit of green. I've literally just got a smidge in there, so it's going to be rather difficult to mix. I may not use my stick blender for that, I might just use my little mixer, coffee frother thing. My glasses have a quick look. Yeah, that's lovely. Straight down my sides. Make sure it's all mixed in nicely. Right, and we can set that to the side and let that firm up. Actually, I want to add a bit of fragrance to that as well. Okay, my batter is starting to get rather thick. I did a really steep water discount on this one. So, as we expected. Oh, it smells lovely. I'll put most of it in here. And then there. Bit in here. Drizzle in there. spray, get all that fragrance out. Oh, it smells lovely. I'll put the fragrance description in the description box of the video, but it's obviously it's floral. It smells so nice. It's a very pretty fragrance. Hands cramping as usual. I'm going to make sure I get that mixed in really well. Get my white mixed in. Right down to the bottom, make sure I get it all mixed in nicely. Now, I've used quite a bit of TD in this, so it might crackle, but it's not the end of the world. Let's give this a mix. My little bit of green. It's crazy, look how loose the green is. But then again, I didn't stick blend that, did I? I used my little whizzer on it. Right, I think I'm sufficiently mixed, so let's make room for the mould. Okay, right, so I'll get some of the base colour in, which is the pink. I'm not going to be doing an awful lot of typing, so I'm not going to leave a lot of batter. So I'm going to swirl the pink, the white together with a little bit of the red. Like I said, I'm not going to be piping a lot, it's only going to be little dots to represent cherry blossom flowers on top. I really only need the tiniest amount to pipe. going to plop this in, and then I'm going to give it a mix. Again, I only need the tiniest amount for piping, so I'm not needing a lot of this either. And let's plop some of this white in. Right, that will do for that. Right, so I'm just literally going to mix it with the chopstick. Should be sufficiently swirled inside now. So I'm just going to give this a quick bang down. Bear with me a sec. I'm just going to put the white on top of this. Spread it out. Sorry, I stopped mid-sentence there, didn't I? I'm just going to pattern the top a little bit. Okay, grab my chopstick. stick to clean it up a little bit. I'll try not to stick my finger in it, that would be a good idea. There we go. Go. Give it another quick tap. There we go. So now I need to wait for my batter to be firm enough to pipe. And once it is, I will bring you back. Because this green is still way too runny. The rest isn't so bad, it's quite thick. But yeah, the green isn't quite ready yet. So yeah, I'll bring it back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. My green is still a little bit soft, but I'm going to go with it anyway. I just want to show, if you get one of these, they're like for pastry, they're really good for scraping your batter down your bag. Getting it ready. As you can see, you probably can't see that yet, it's all, I've put it in there, just sort of, I don't know, plopped it bit by bit so that I will get different colours coming through. I'm just going to keep pushing it until I get it down to the end. Bag keeps moving. Stop moving there. There we go. It gets all of that batter off the bag and pushes it down and gets it ready. Right, so let's give this a go. I think my green is still a little bit loose, but we'll try anyway. I'm literally just going to do a couple of lines to work with first. I'm just literally just doing stalks to put my flowers on. there we have it. Japanese cherry blossom. So let's give it a spritz with some alcohol. And I am going to put a bit of glitter on it. I like glitter. Sorry I'm so quiet today, it's just, yes, the usual palaver, aches and pains, headaches, and obviously did a bit of focusing and concentration. Right, I think that's enough glitter now. I shall bring it a bit closer for you to see. There we go. Hope you like it. That's my Japanese cherry blossom. So I will see you again in a minute for the cutting. Take care now, peeps. Hello, I'm back. I thought you might like to see this before I cut it up. So yeah, I'm just going to unmold it and let you guys see what it looks like. Oh, and then I'll bring you back the slides again up. Probably should have taken the tape off before I started the video. But oh well. Never mind. Turn it on the side for a moment and just peel off my slicker. I just cut a piece of silicone mat to fit in the bottom so that I'd get a nice smooth finish on the back. There we go. Oh, it looks so cool. So I'm going to cut it this way and then I'll bring you back for when I cut it that way. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, I've cut it into chunks now. So here's one of my chunks and there's the side. So I've got my marks down where I've measured it now. So let's give it a cut. There we go. That's the first one. They're just little bars. They're not big bars, they're little bars. But they're a nice little size. They're cute. Don't like cutting it like that, so I think I'm going to just take my measurements and bring them to the top so that I can put it down flat. It's still a little bit soft because I've only just unmolded it. There we go. There's another one. Each slice is going to be different, obviously. But everybody gets a bit of piping, so that's okay. Some of these leaves may fall off in transit once they are sent out, once they're available to be sent out anyway. So yeah, I can't guarantee that the leaves won't, and the petals won't break, I'm afraid, because they are quite delicate. Do what I can, obviously, but can't guarantee it. We know how the postal system throws about things, so yeah, enough said about that. Mark something fragile and wrap it up in bubble wrap as much as you like, but if they're throwing things about, there's not much you can do. Let's get the other one going. Again, I've got my markings ready. So I'm just going to bring those to the top as well so that I can see them. Let's get this one done. It was nice doing this. It killed my hands. Absolutely killed my hands. Because this has actually been sitting for 2 days because my hands needed time to recover after doing the piping. It wasn't easy for me, but I did enjoy it. That one's got quite a bit of flowers on it. Cool. Get the next one done. It smells wonderful. I do like this fragrance. Obviously they're going to need tidying up somewhat, but that'll be fine. The swirl in the middle came out really cool. Good old chopstick. Works wonders. There's the next one. Pretty. I think they're pretty. I mean, I suppose I don't. The swirl, not the swirl. The colours didn't work out exactly how I wanted them because they did swirl a bit too much in the bag. I didn't get the definition I wanted. Now on here, you can see the white and the pink, dark pink, the red, and it's got more different definition, but as I was using more and more, it all sort of amalgamated into a pale pink. So I didn't get the definition I wanted colour wise for the petals, but they still look good. So I'm happy with that. Right, I won't bother cutting the last one on camera because it's all going to be pretty much the same. So that's all I've got for now, and I will see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Take care now, peeps. Bye for now.